we've got no business with the EFF in relation to BRICS as the ANC. Next week, the ANC will convene a BRICS plus dialogue political parties within the BRICS family. It's an ANC initiative. There we've got China Communist Party, we've got the fraternal parties across, not governments. We've been briefing you about that for quite some time. That meeting is convened by the ANC. It's called BRICS plus political parties dialogue. That's our meeting. It's got nothing to do with the EFF. There is then what is called Head of State BRICS Summit in August, convened by government. I represent the ANC. I've not received even myself an invitation to that summit. We have not received an invite. We don't know whether political parties will be invited, either in the opening or closure or in the middle. We don't know. Government is convening that. It's called BRICS Summit. We've got nothing as a political party, ANC, with that. If EFF and Julius are invited, we've got no right to stand against that invitation. Or political parties, if BRICS political parties are invited, governing political parties are invited, that will be the call of the South African government as the convener of the BRICS summit here in South Africa. What we will be invited to, we don't know. I think dinner, maybe. Opening dinner of heads of state, maybe we'll be invited there. We are not sure who will be invited in what capacity and for what. So I want to clarify that point. Next week, we will have here in Beachwood, BRICS political parties plus dialogue. That is convened by us, our international relations, the ANC, headed by Nomvula Mugonyane, and myself, the convener of the BRICS plus political parties meeting, which has been convening, by the way, all along. This is the second or third. The last host of this summit was the Chinese Communist Party of China. All right. So here it is now hosted by the African National Congress here in Beachwood. There will be a media briefing on the detail of that in terms of what the summit, the dialogue is going to address. Now, it's got nothing to do with EFF. I've explained that in that summit, which is convened by the ANC, we have not invited EFF. As the SG of the ANC, I've issued invites on behalf of the ANC to BRICS plus fraternal political parties we work with, and those who are in governments to the summit. I've got no letter that I've signed inviting South African political parties, except those we work with. Communist Party, COSATU, our allies, the youth, the students, we have invited them. That meeting will be here in Beachwood. EFF and Julius are not invited in that. If they want to organize their own, they can organize. This one is the ANC. So I want to clarify that, because when we talk BRICS, I realize even the media, they say that the ANC has not invited EFF to BRICS summit. No, we've got no call over the BRICS summit. BRICS summit, heads of state, is organized by the South African government, led by Ntate Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. So if they invite all political parties in South Africa, in parliament, to a dinner, to anything, government will do that for all political parties across. ANC will not oppose EFF invitation. We ourselves, we have not been invited to any such gathering. We don't have an invite. Maybe it is still coming. And that is why I'm saying it will not even be clear we will be invited as what. So that's it. So let's not waste time and energy over a non-issue and create a brouhaha over it that EFF is not invited. It is invited to BRICS. The ANC is opposed. We've got a lot in our plate, man. to be thinking about EFF every turn of the moment. We've got a lot. That's not the case. EFF is a political party that exists on its own, and it's got the right to be invited to any other forum. So why will the ANC oppose other political parties if they are invited? And all of that. We've got our own program of action. Our plate is full. We've got the political party BRICS summit here. And in that political party BRICS summit, we are convening as the ANC with our fraternal parties, our friends. EFF is not invited there. It's not at all. So just make that point very clear. And you will be invited as media to cover that BRICS political parties plus dialogue. You will be here, you will be invited, you will see for yourself. So you will be given the program, you will be given the content of what we'll be addressing with the political parties, and many political parties are confirming their attendance to this invitation. That's what we're doing as the ANC. So it's got nothing to do with government, it has got everything to do with the ANC as a political party. I hope I make myself very clear. There was a big topic today in one radio station on this particular matter. We were not called to clarify the issues. And I explained in the press conference for those who were there that it is BRICS plus political parties, and we have not invited the EFF. So I've explained that. So if there is confusion there, please, we are now clarifying it once and for all, that there are two events here. The one next week, if I'm not, is it next week? It's next week. It's next week, and then there is a head of state that is coming in August. Maybe he's invited there. Tina, we are not yet invited. Maybe in that one, Malema is invited, we don't know, or EFF, we don't know. And who invited him, we don't know. Tina, we are not yet invited to the BRICS summit. We have our own that we are organizing. That the matter is really about BRICS political parties, which we are convening as the ANC. So we've got nothing against the EFF being invited to BRICS by whoever. President Putin, Xi Jinping, Cyril Ramaphosa, we will not interfere any way, anyhow, with their invitation, if they are invited. It's not really our
but
problem.
They're not invited
to ours, they are not. Yeah, our dialogue, no.
The dialogue,
very clear. Yeah.
I think it's patently clear
Yeah.
by any standard, unless I'm going to indulge Samkelo, will be the last person, and then we close.
Mr. Mbalula, on the issue of President Putin, have you finally received indication from the President whether he's coming to South African shores or not? How far is that matter, knowing that he could not make one of his international arrangements and had opted to have a Zoom meeting with one of his international arrangements?
We have not received any report on that. We have not received any report. The line has not changed. Government is dealing with all those issues, and we have deferred to government on that matter.